payments giant Visa and financial services provider Tala are partnering to boost cryptocurrency adoption in emerging markets. Well, let's get some insight into the future of cryptos and, of course, blockchain technology. Following this development, we are now joined by Mpo Dagada. He is a crypto expert and member of the Presidential Commission on the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Great to have you on the show with us today, sir. Now, of course, this new initiative by Tala and Visa, it is a first for Africa, and it certainly seems like it could potentially catapult the use of cryptos in Africa going forward, especially because it provides access to the underbanked. What are your thoughts on the impact that a project like this will have on the use of cryptos on the continent going forward?
I think, it's very important to note that blockchain technology has come through in this world as a disruptive technology. It's a technology of the fourth industrial revolution, of which its aim and purpose is to make the world a more honest and transparent place, and obviously interconnect the world, so make sure that we're all interconnected and able to participate in the global economy. Now, I believe this new development is only proving what blockchain technology is here to do, and that is connect the world to be able to transact in a much honest, transparent, and faster way. So we will be seeing more of this, and even here in South Africa, we started to see some amazing projects that are following suit. So we're really, really excited about what this technology is doing.
Now, of course, this project will kick off with a stable coin called USDC, which is backed by the US dollar. Given that right now the spotlight seems to be mostly on volatile cryptos such as Bitcoin, how much market interest is there in stable coins in Africa?
So that's quite an interesting question, because actually tomorrow I'm in Durban in the KwaZulu-Natal province in South Africa. And what we're doing is we're launching a cryptocurrency that's actually backed by physical property. So this is a cryptocurrency that's actually backed by world-class real estate. And that's really something very exciting, because it's not every day where we see cryptocurrencies that are actually backed by something. So tomorrow in Durban at 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning at the Royal Hotel, there's a presentation that we're doing where we'll be launching a cryptocurrency that's backed by property. So what we're seeing is that, Bitcoin was sort of the first on the entrance. Now the rest of the world and everybody on board is coming on board and saying, how can we tokenize and digitize every single thing that we've got? So tomorrow, for example, we'll also be shooting this live on Zoom. So anybody who follows on social media can watch the live presentation, and anybody who's in Durban can come through to the Royal Hotel at 10:30 in the morning, where property will be tokenized on a blockchain and anybody can get involved from all around the world. So it's very exciting, and we're living in a time where literally blockchain technology is the urgent and needed solution to many of the world's problems.
Now, we'll talk a little bit more about blockchain after this question. As you said, cryptos are quite exciting, but the reality right now is that they are facing quite a lot of opposition from regulators. For example, in Kenya and Nigeria, we're seeing central banks limiting how much banks or financial institutions can do business with crypto-based companies. So given that we are seeing non-traditional players such as Tala, mobile money lenders entering the game now, who do you think is winning this fight? Is it the players in the crypto space, or is it the regulators?
Thank you for that question. Allow me to be very strict in answering and actually rebuke those specific politicians that are trying to stop the digital revolution. And this is the biggest problem we have in Africa. Majority of people in Africa are the youth. The majority in Africa are young people. And what's going on is that the leadership of Africa and those that are leading in these governments are actually old and outdated in their thinking. We must be very honest. Any single country that tries to stop innovation and technology is fighting against its youth and is killing its youth's chance of actually taking part in the digital revolution. So we're very, very firm on this matter to say, as young people in Africa and as enthusiasts of the blockchain revolution, that it's very unacceptable for regulators and governments, and this is only a few governments that are untransformed and that have got old, archaic people who have never understood how the digital revolution works in these countries. And even in these countries where there are these problems, there are young people that are doing great innovation, that are coming up and saying, we need a change of leadership. We can't have a 60-year-old regulator or a board that's sitting with 70-year-olds in Africa trying to tell us that cryptocurrencies or the digital revolution is not the way to go. It doesn't make sense. So I truly believe that the winners of this fight will be the young people, that you can't stop the digital revolution. So what we need is a change in regulators to the young people that are relevant, understand where the world is going, and that will fight for the future of young people within Africa. So the problem lies with old, archaic, and stubborn leaders that don't want to change when the world has changed.
Well, on that note, besides cryptocurrencies, as you mentioned, there is a lot of discussion around using blockchain technology to hopefully decentralize, develop other instruments and digital identities for e-commerce going forward. What are your thoughts on the growth of that space specifically?
I think this is a beautiful solution for Africa, because if you look at where Africa is sitting, we've got so many products, so many indigenous plants, so many indigenous things, so many products that Africans have created over years. And the biggest problem that we've got is the distribution of these products. And through a blockchain system or through a cryptocurrency, we move away from having currency issues. We move away from having issues that, payments take too long and people aren't able to participate in economies in a fast and innovative way. And we move into this world where the technology allows us to do things faster, simpler, and in a more transparent and honest manner where everybody's able to see what's going on. So I believe that this is the future for Africa, that Africa is indeed embracing technology. And those few places where we do have hiccups, where some regulators are misunderstanding things or are simply uneducated about the digital revolution, those will be solved very soon as they see that the rest of the world is embracing it, that this technology that we see today, where e-commerce, tokenization, smart contracts, Ethereum, Bitcoin, blockchain, etc., that this is now the new economy which the world needs, especially after COVID, because this sort of economy allows each and every entrepreneur, each and every employee, each and every business owner to be able to interact globally within the global markets without the restrictions that we're currently seeing right now around the world. So I believe that this is the next future for Africa.
Well, we have to leave it there, Mpo. Thank you so much for joining us and for those insights. Of course, that's Mpo Dagada, a crypto expert.